Hi, I'm Shelley and thank you for joining my tutorial. We're going to be making something a little bit festive. So this is a large snowman appliqué, and the idea is that you can use it on any jumper to make it into a Christmas jumper. So we'll begin by chaining 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and join with a slip stitch to make a loop. I'm using a 4mm hook. And double knitting weight yarn. So we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to work 11 treble and join with a slip stitch into the third of the beginning chain, the third chain. And for the first row we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to work 2 UK trebles or US double crochets into each stitch. And just continue working 2 into each stitch until you get to the beginning again, and end the row with a slip stitch into the third of the turning chain. And then we'll begin the next row again with chain 3, and this time we'll work 1 UK treble crochet or US double crochet, followed by 2 into the next stitch. So it's 1 single followed by 2 into the same stitch, and repeat that all the way around the row with a slip stitch again. Chain 3, and this time we're going to work a UK treble or a US double into the first 2 stitches, and then we're going to work 2 UK trebles or US doubles into the next stitch. So 1, 2, and then 2 together. 1, 2, and then 2 in the same stitch, and repeat that sequence as you go around. And again end with a slip stitch into the third of the turning chain. And for the last increase row we're going to work 3 UK trebles and US double crochets into the first 3 stitches, and then we're going to work 2 into the next stitch. So 3, 1 into each stitch, and then 2 into the next stitch. And just keep following that sequence all the way around, and as before end the row round with a slip stitch into the third chain, and then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work a UK double crochet and a US single crochet into each stitch all the way around just to finish off. And when we move on to the body, it's going to be made in exactly the same way, except you're going to add another, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 3 rounds. So that's 8 rounds in total, and then followed by a row of double or single crochet. So just keep working round, and then when you get to the end, join with a slip stitch into the chain 1, and that's the head completed. And then you'll move on to the body. So we're going to do all this again, except we're going to add 3 more rows. So next we're going to make the snowman's hat. So we're going to chain as many chains as we need to go the width of the snowman's head, and we need enough chains so that there can be a brim turnover. So that's about, just do another one, we'll do 15 altogether, and then we're gonna yarn over and use a UK treble or US double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook, and in each chain along the row, and at the end of the row chain 3 and turn. And this time I'm going to work a UK treble or a US double into the 2nd stitch, and it's going into the back loop only. So into the back loop only, and do that for every stitch. And end the row with a UK treble or US double into the turning chain. Chain 3 and turn. And again we're going to go into the back loop only of the 2nd stitch and to the end of the row, and just keep working these rows of back loop only trebles or US double crochets until the hat is wide enough, or as wide as the circle along the bottom. So now it looks about the right size, as you can see. So what we're going to do is snip the yarn, but leave me a little bit of a tail, because the next thing we're going to do is sew along the top. So just run a stitch through the top. Doesn't have to be particularly neat, it's just to close up the top of the hat. And then we're just going to curve it around a little bit and pull. And then stitch into the top. And then we're going to sew it in place, remembering the turn up. So will look something like this, and you can add a little pom-pom if you like. The next thing that we're going to do is the nose, and for the nose I'm using chunky orange. You can adapt it if you need to use different yarn. Just do more chains. So we're going to chain 8. And then we're going to slip stitch into the second chain from the top. And then we're going to do a UK double crochet or a US single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to do a UK half treble or a US half double into the next 2 stitches. And then a UK treble or a US double crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch on the other side, and we're going to work on the other side. So we're going to do 2 UK trebles or US doubles, followed by 2 UK half treble US half double crochet, and then 2 UK double or US single crochets, and then a slip stitch into the last stitch. And there we have our nose. So I've sewed the 2 pieces together, and the hat's sewn on, the nose is sewn on. The nose is a bit wider than I would have liked, but if you do a snowman, I suggest use thinner wool. I didn't actually have any thinner wool in orange. I'm probably going to make a little pom-pom for the hat and possibly a scarf, and then you need to put some buttons down the middle that will finish it all off.